Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we have the Reds on the schedule today. First time we'll seen them this year, so we'll see how different their lineup looks. We'll say we had apparently 2 new subscribers. I had 89 subscribers as of yesterday, up to 91 today, so that's fun for the channel. Hit another milestone, as meager as it may be, but you know, this is never going to be a huge channel. I understand I'm doing some niche stuff here. So after sweeping the Brewers, welcome Cincinnati into town. And we should have Jonathan on the mound. There he is. Get our first look at him this season. Norris Hopper to lead off for the Reds. He for sure was their leadoff hitter last year, maybe even for 2 years in a row. And he's going to start off with a hit and bring up Xiao, who did have a very good season last year. Looks at strike one. I believe he also had a very good season specifically against us. Has an 0-2 count at the moment, and he'll swing and miss and be the first out of the day. Derek Lee in his second year as a Red. I seem to remember mostly keeping him in check. Mostly. 1-1 the count. Ground ball towards first. Harry picks it up, throws to first, and not in time, and no return throw to first. So Adam Dunn now at the plate with 2 on and only 1 out. Adam Dunn had a high batting average last year, but not that many homers. He flies out in this case. Both runners pretty far off the bag, but are able to get back. Edwin Encarnacion at the plate. So far, I think this is the exact same Reds team we saw last year. This is lined down the third base line, and that's going to let the Reds get the first inning run. Brandon Phillips now at the plate. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Reds up 1-0. First pitch taken for a strike. Second pitch up and in. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ground back to Jonathan, who fields it and throws over. That'll end the top of the first, but the Reds do come away with an early run. We'll take a look at their defensive lineup. I don't feel like Perez was their shortstop last year. I think it was still Kennedy. So that's a change. And I don't remember Paulino being one of their pitchers, though. That really could just be not remembering. I don't remember their entire pitching staff. Anyway, Kester at the plate has a 1-1 count. He's going to ground to Perez, who will throw over. I'll also note with Perez that I don't know what the purple bar means. There's just a couple players with that. I know what most of the other bars mean, but I don't know that one. Marvin grounds out to third, brings Chief to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on base. And that curveball in the dirt. And that curveball too high. This driven into left, but Dunn has a play on it, and the Squirrels go down in order. 1-0 Reds as we go into the second inning. David Ross due up for the Reds. With the change at shortstop, that moves Ross up. He was normally their 8-hole hitter. Now hitting 7th. Ross, I think, had a couple home runs against us last year, and we do not give up many home runs, so that was notable. 0-2 the count. Looks at strike 3. I can feel my voice getting a little gravelly, and I did not grab a bottle of water before this. That might have been a mistake. Perez at the plate, looks at a ball. Swings and misses, 1-1. Looks at strike 2. Pops this one up, foul towards first, but Terry is able to make the play. Paulino now at the plate. Somehow pitching in his first game, but he has a batting average. You would assume 1 for 3, so I don't really know how that works out. 0-2 the count, though. And this is going to be a base hit into center field, so maybe Paulino really is that good of a hitting pitcher. Brings Hopper to the plate, and he'll take a ball inside. Hopper with a hit his first time up just last inning and came around to score. Has a 1-2 count in this at-bat, and looks at strike 3 to end the top of the second. Still 1-0 Reds. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Paulino winds and delivers a curveball that is swung on and missed. And that high fastball is also called a strike. And this one hit right to Phillips at second, 1 down. Frank now at the plate. Frank has gotten a hit in every game so far this season. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one back up the middle, but Phillips is able to get there and grab it before it can even hit the ground. So that will bring Tom to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on base. First pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss. And a called strike on the outside corner. Squirrels down in order again as we go to the 3rd inning. Reds still leading 1-0, and Shao to lead off. Shao struck out in his first at-bat. And that slider down and in. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Fouls this one away. 1-2. And lined right to Terry at first. 1 down. Derek Lee at the plate. He had a ground ball kind of between first and second in the first inning and led to a fielder's choice where nobody got out. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swings and misses to make it 1-2. Looks at strike 3. Adam Dunn flew out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Pops this one up right behind second base. Joey makes the play, and that will end the top of the 3rd. Still 1-0 Reds. Zach due to lead off in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Zach looks at strike 1. Fouls this one away. 0-2 the count. That fastball too far inside, maybe a little high as well. Gets a swing and a miss on that fastball. 1 down. Joey at the plate. He's going to look at a fastball low but in the zone. Swings and misses at a curveball to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Jonathan at the plate, his first at-bat of the year. I feel like he's usually a good hitting pitcher. Not great, but good. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He is still a pitcher. We've played the first third. Reds still leading 1-0. Encarnacion to lead off things in the 4th inning. First pitch too far inside. And that pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5th strikeout for Jonathan on the day brings Brandon Phillips to the plate. He lines this one sharply down the third base line, but it hooks foul right at the cutout in the stands. Swings and misses at that slider to make it 0-2. And fouls that pitch away. Jonathan tried the high heat but couldn't quite get it past Phillips. Puts that fastball right down the middle, and Phillips appropriately smacks it right back at him. Marvin had a little bit of a rough time picking that one up, but he did keep Phillips at first. Brings David Ross to the plate, and he has a 1-1 count. That palm ball in the dirt. 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. That one too high. Full count. Runner on first, 1 out. This one lined right to Joey at short. I don't think he had to take a step. 2 down now. Runner still on first. I think I said Tony Perez. This is Thomas Perez, apparently, as he takes strike 1. Pops this one up. Joey is going to take care of it. Thought Chief might grab it, but Joey puts it away. And that ends the top of the 4th inning. Reds still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Kester to the plate to start the 4th. 4 strikeouts for Paulino, the first time through the Squirrels' order. Though you will note that we are still batting in order, so I'm sure he's not complaining. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch called a strike. And Kester finally gets the first hit for the Squirrels in this game. I thought Perez was actually going to make that play at short, but it does get by him and into left field. Kester immediately takes off for second, and he is thrown out. So no perfect game, no-hitter, but the Squirrels still batting in order. 1-1 the count. This one fouled away. Ross should have that one, and he does. 2 down. Chief at the plate. This one will get down for a base hit, and that will finally, officially get the... Well, I shouldn't say that yet. Terry at the plate. Say this is going to officially get us out of order here, but Chief could decide to take off or get picked off. Terry with a 1-2 count. Puts this one into center field. Shao has the play, but finally the Squirrels are not batting in order anymore. We go into the 5th inning, still 1-0 Squirrels. Paulino will lead things off. Got a hit in his first at bat. Now batting, went from 333 to 500 with a hit. So I really have no idea. In any case, he looks at 3 straight pitches for a strikeout here while I was sitting here trying to figure out the math. Hopper starts off with a ball and then looks at a strike. 1-1. Hits this one towards second. Kester grabs it. 2 down. Shao at the plate. He'll look at strike 1. And that fastball just outside. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. That will end the 5th inning. at least the top half. Puts us at the halfway point of the game. Reds still up 1-0. Frank to come to the plate to try to fix that. First pitch from Paulino is called a strike, and another strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One down. Tom at the plate. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. First pitch out of the zone. Second pitch in the dirt. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-1. And that one just inside. Counts run to 3-1. Tom swings and misses to make it a full count. Fouled away, though Ross should have this one, and he does. 2 down. Zach at the plate, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike right down the middle. As that fastball is just outside. Grounds this one back to Paulino. He throws over to first, and that will end the 5th. Derek Lee to lead things off for the Reds in the 6th inning. Still a 1-0 Cincinnati lead. Derek Lee 0 for 2 on the day, though he did reach base in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike. Looks at another strike. And that one just outside. Tried for the palm ball, couldn't get the call. This one throws at Lee, but he gets out of the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Adam Dunn has flown out in both at-bats. Looks at a strike. I thought it might be down and out, but Jonathan gets the call. Slider in a similar location, though that was more of a strike in my opinion. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Encarnacion at the plate. And he will take a ball. And that went inside as well, 2-0. Goes with the palm ball to get the swing and a miss. Popped this one towards short. Joey goes back. Waits, and catches. That's high enough. Frank or Marvin probably could have made that play as well, but Joey does his job, and he will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Reds still leading 1-0. Joey looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that fastball just off the plate. Hits this one towards the middle, but Perez is able to make the play. One down. We'll go with the pinch hitter. Go with Phil here over Miyake. Seems to be a pretty decent chance it'll be his natural position we want to double switch with. Love to be proven wrong, though. First pitch called a strike. This one will be caught by Encarnacion at third for the second out. Kester at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. One of 2 Squirrels hits so far. Though he has not successfully stolen a base this year, and it is not for a lack of trying. I think he would get the hint, but we'll see. Another base hit up the middle for Kester, so maybe I should have gone with Miyake. Marvin 0 for 2. Looks at a strike. Looks at another strike. I wasn't such a big fan of that call. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, still 1-0 as we go into the 7th. Brandon Phillips due up. We'll bring Gonzalez in. Phil is terribly, terribly slow, so no way I'm trying him in the outfield. We'll let Zach play center. And I guess we'll stick Kester out in right. He doesn't have the arm for it, but he is fast, so maybe he can at least cover some ground out there. I think Phil's only rated for like a speed of 4 out of 15, something like that, so no way is he going to the outfield. Alright, Phillips at the plate. He starts off with a splitter that runs too far inside. That splitter called a strike. Swings and misses at a changeup to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. David Ross 0 for 2 today. First pitch goes outside. Second pitch in the dirt. There's a called strike. Gonzalez not having much luck getting the Reds to chase his pitches. This grounds through the left side of the infield, so Ross is aboard. Brings Thomas Perez, who is flown out twice, one of them in foul ground. Looks at a strike. And that's going to be a base hit into the right center gap. Kester chases after it. Is able to cut it off pretty well, actually. But it will be a double for Perez. So Gonzalez in some trouble here. Has runners on second and third with only 1 out. The pitcher spot due up. And the Reds are going to go for the jugular, even though Paulino... Oh, wait, no, they're actually going to pinch run for David Ross. Put in Pickles. Paulino does have a hit today. Looks at a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Gonzalez. Hopper's going to have to come up with a hit to score the runs. Fouls the first pitch away. And this one's going to hook just foul. Dangerous pitch there for Gonzalez. Doesn't get him to chase that splitter. Does get him to swing at a changeup, and Gonzalez is out of the inning. Still a 1-0 lead for the Reds, though, as we go into the stretch. Chief to lead off on the other side.
Indianapolis 0.
All right. Pickles does not stay in the game. Torrealba is going to come out to finish catching this game. So Pickles really just burned for no reason there. Not much of a reason to pinch run at third. Chief grounds this one to Perez, who throws over for the first out of the inning. Terry at the plate. He's ground out and flown out. And that first pitch, a curveball in the dirt. Fastball, it looked very hittable, but Terry lets it go by for strike 1. Swings and misses at that fastball, 1-2. Swing and a miss at a curve, 2 down. Frank 0 for 2 today. Probably needs a hit here to keep his streak alive. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. And this one inside. This one is going to be a base hit, so if nothing else, Frank keeps his hitting streak alive. Has gotten a hit in every game so far in this young season. Tom looks at strike 1. 1 on, 2 outs. Curveball's too far inside. Ground ball towards second. Phillips goes to first with it, and that will end the 7th inning. Shaw to lead things off for Cincinnati. They still lead 1-0. Shaw 0 for 3 today. Looks at a strike. This one will actually not get down. Zach plays it well in center. Brings Derek Lee to the plate. Has not gotten a hit today. Looks at strike 1. That pitch too low. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Looks at strike 3 on a changeup. 2 down. Adam Dunn 0 for 3 today. Looks at strike 1. That fastball too low. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Called strike 3. That ends the top of the 8th inning. Reds still clinging to that lead. Zach due up for the Squirrels in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch swung on and missed. Zach behind that fastball. And too early on a curve. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Joey at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Grounds this to short. Perez throws over. That'll bring Phil to the plate. He lined out to third in his first at bat. Or maybe popped out to third. The line on that's a little fuzzy. Takes ball 1. Takes ball 2. It's Paulino starting to tire out there. This one is called a strike. 2-1 the count. Phil grounds out to second, and that will end the inning. Encarnacion to lead off for the Reds. I think I'm going to leave Gonzalez out there. 3 innings is stretching it, but he did have 2 pretty easy innings so far, so we'll see if he can get through this one. See, he's already wiping his brow, though, so this might be dicey. Opens up with the strikeout of Encarnacion, though. Brings Phillips to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. Gets him to swing and miss at the first pitch. That fastball out of the zone. There's a called strike. 1-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. 2 down. Torrealba at the plate for his first at bat of the day. Looks at a strike. This pitch too high. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Gonzalez 1 pitch away from getting out of here. Goes with the cutter and gets the swing and a miss. Although, judging by Tom's eyes, I don't think that cutter did much cutting. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Kester to lead things off. Squirrels need 1 run to stay alive. Kester 2 for 3 on the day. Paulino's still out there. His first pitch goes outside. And second pitch is too low. Kester with a soft liner to second. Phillips catches it for the out. See if Miyake can come through here, and if they do happen to go to extras, this is also going to really help balance out the defense again. Paulino still wiping his brow, but not gassed yet. Going for the complete game shutout. First pitch called a ball. Second pitch called a ball. There's a called strike. Miyake swings and misses. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Squirrels down to their final out in the form of Chief, who looks at a strike. Looks like this will be Paulino's last batter either way. Chief lines to third, and it gets down for a hit. Squirrels still with the prayer here, and the Reds are going to switch pitchers. Gonna go with Cordero. Right up to Terry to keep the game alive. Chief takes off for some reason. Terry fouls it off, probably saved the game for the Squirrels. Swings and misses at the second pitch, 0-2. Fouls that pitch away. Ground ball. Encarnacion fields it, throws it over, and it is in time. The Squirrels take their first loss of the season. The Reds, your winner, 1-0. Excellent outing by Paulino. And honestly, Jonathan didn't have a bad outing. The Reds were able to scratch out a run early, and that was all that was needed. All right. Encarnacion, your player of the game. He did drive in the only run of the game, so I can't argue that too hard, though I probably would have given it to Paulino. So yeah, your Squirrels lose for the first time this year. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, thank you for the subscriptions. Maybe we'll hit 100 this season. And we got the Reds again tomorrow. We'll see you then.